at you with a live commentary with some gameplay in the background, some Call of Duty Black Ops 3 gameplay that is so old, it's months old. I am just coming to you with a commentary about something that has been bothering me for the past few months, I would say. Where do we go from here? Life is so difficult. It's not what it was 10 years ago. But then again, 10 years ago, I wasn't an adult. They teach us since we are kids that we need to, you get to choose whoever you want to be and whatever you want to be when you grow up, and you can live your life how you want and do good and whatever. I was in a job interview a while back, and they asked me, where do you see yourself in 10 years? And that is the question that I hate the most, because you can't see the future. For me, I would be living in a mansion 10 years from now. But we don't know the difference between night and day in the world we live in today. We don't know where we're gonna be in 5 years. Hell, we don't even know where the hell we're gonna be tomorrow. Ask anybody, any sane person, 5 years ago, you would have told them that there would have been a global pandemic 5 years from then, they probably wouldn't have believed you. And then again, that happened between a blink of an eye and, I don't know, happened very quickly. And I've been in quarantine for months and months. I have gone out to work, I have done my responsibilities at home, and I'm left with too much time to think. I'm left with so many questions about life. I've questioned literally everything you can imagine. Why am I here? What is my purpose? Where do we go from here? What do we do? And it's something that really has me perplexed. I really can't see myself anywhere, not even a month from now. Sometimes I'm left to think, is there even a purpose left for me? And I'm pretty sure many of you feel this way. If there's anybody listening, I highly doubt it. Where do we go from here? 10 years ago, it was 2011. In 2011, by this time, I was in 7th grade on my way to 8th grade in middle school. 10 years ago. And it feels like it was just yesterday. 10 years ago, I was watching NBA games, watching the Dallas Mavericks in the NBA Finals. Time flies. Time does fly. Quicker than I wish it would. Because you're sometimes left to think and wonder, the good times, where are they? When do we get to appreciate our true happiness? Sometimes I wish I could go back and be more grateful to those simpler times. Sometimes I wish I really could go back and just appreciate the moment I was living in. But it's so difficult in this world, in this climate, in this age, where everything is so difficult and uphill for us young people. I'm sometimes left to think, where were the good times, where we really couldn't appreciate them more than we did? When do the good times end? Do we even know if we are in them before they go? I wish I could have appreciated those simpler times, in which I would go to school, play video games when I would get home after doing homework, playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 with my friends, when we would stay up all night, enjoying how simple life was. I sound like I am a naive piece of crap, but I'm just left to wonder, where do we go from here? I wish I could go back and relive those days, even if it's just once. I wish I could go out of this house and hug my friends and tell them how much they mean to me, and how much I enjoyed our time together. Life was simpler 10 years ago, at least for me. And I still remember when we would sit down and watch YouTube videos together, and just to worry about today, now, instead of worrying about tomorrow. Nowadays, I don't even care about today. I just want it to be tomorrow. I just want it to be tomorrow. And now, we remember that we would focus on today, but nevertheless we end up worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day after that. And that is no way to live. I don't feel like that is a fair way to live. Understandably so. Many people feel like this, and I'm really sad, and I'm sorry if you're going through this. It's not fair, by any means. And so much has happened in the last 10 years that has left us stranded and powerless sometimes. I feel like I don't have the will to do things like I used to. I feel like sometimes I'm making a far cry and screaming in space where nobody can hear you. I sometimes feel like I wish I could relive those days where I could at least smile once a day. Where do we go? What do we do? In these unforsaken times, in these God-forsaken times, I feel like I'm empty, and there is no purpose. Now, don't take me wrong. I'm not saying like this as a suicide note or whatever. I don't want to end my life. Don't even think about that. It's just an ongoing frustration that I have with myself. You see some of your classmates growing and doing different things, and you feel like you should have accomplished more at this age. People expect more from you. Even your parents. Sometimes brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. They expect you to do so many things, and they see you as a 22-year-old and they say that you should have done more. Because when they were 22, they did way more than you ever did. And that weighs you down. It weighs me down. And I really don't know. I want to go back when times were more forgiving, when you could be anything and just focus on going to school and getting your job done, going home, playing video games, and not working your ass off for a piece of shit pay and horrible treatment. I feel like growing up to be an adult is not what we thought it was. And that's why I think many people want to be back to when they were a child. And understandably so. Growing up sucks. Being an adult sucks. It sucks going to college and having professors screaming at your face and telling you that you're not going to be anybody in life. When you just want to focus and get a degree, but oh no, you can't get a degree unless you get yourself in debt. And that's what hurts the most. It's you are just another number, and I wish times were more forgiving like they were before. But then again, that might be because we grew up too quickly. And because 10 years ago, I was just a child, not even a teenager. I don't know why the hell am I doing this. But to whoever's listening, if you're out there, thank you very much for your time and for sharing my frustrations or whatever. If you feel like it's the end, don't give up. I just want you to know that you're not alone. Just keep doing what you're doing because you're doing great, and never give up. This is my first commentary, so if it seems very unprofessional, please forgive me and let me know in the comments section down below. As always, thank you very much for your time and patience. Sorry if it seems a little too profound. I've always wanted to be a YouTube commentator back in the golden age of YouTube. 10 years ago when Call of Duty commentators were at peak level. But then again, it's 2021. It's the 13th of May of 2021 at 11:45 p.m. And by this time, those days are long gone. So thank you very much for your time. See you soon. Thanks.